Morning. I'm going to do a quick review. I'm going to give you a review of this mower. I'm showing you some areas that I mowed, the tricky areas, and then I'll give you a review of this mower. Third Grasshopper we've had. So, here we go. These are some of the places I have to mow all along this dry creek. There's actually a creek over on the other side of this brush here. And so my plan is this fall, to where everything dies off, lose the leaves, I can kind of see what's in there and I can get the bush hog and really tear into this, keep this down. And then once I get that down, then with that front deck mower, I'm able to just push that mower in there and keep this cleaned up. You can see the creek, dry creek right there. Yeah, so with that mower, I'm able to push that front deck in there, keep this cleaned up. And like I said, that goes all the way up here, you can see. All the way up there. Another tricky spot to mow is this, where this pond is. Really wish this was grass, but and usually I can just drive right up there and turn around, and so that's another spot that the front deck kind of helps, because I can just push straight up if I want to, but I usually just drive up there and it's not that much of a slant. Another spot I'm glad I'm still able to do, being this mower is only like 60 pounds heavier than the one I had, is I can still go over this bridge and mow this area over here. In places like this tree, it's nice you don't have to really go under the tree. I'm able to just push the mower, the deck right up to it, and I'm away from the tree. You used to have to go under these trees with the mid-mount deck. Thing on these bushes, I don't have to go underneath them anymore. I can just push the deck up under them. So that helps. The rest of all this is just mowing. So we're gonna wash the mower and I'll tell you some of the things I like about it. Okay, it's all washed off. I didn't wash the roll bar off. Okay, where was I? It's all clean now. Let it sit out here and dry for a while. My review of this thing. I've done four mowings with it. I'll tell you how it started. I started when we were working on this farm. I'd come up on a regular basis, and it was a in-laws farm, and they had a snapper tractor type mower, and it did a good job, but as you saw, we got a large area to mow and stuff, so it only went like 4 miles an hour, I think. So it took a while. So I did some research into zero-turn mowers. The first one I got was a Grasshopper, because I found Grasshoppers and they were going to do some dealing with me and trading with the snapper and a couple other pieces of equipment. And so I got into the first snapper. I think it was a 126, if I remember. 126 side discharge Briggs & Stratton engine. That was a good mower for a while, but the engine had a problem. The engine blew up right while I was mowing. And so the dealer came and got the mower, hauled it off, and I had half a yard mowed. And then later on that day, I heard something outside, like an engine running or something. And I went out there, and the dealer's owner, the father, I think it was a father and son that owned the business, and the father was out there mowing, finishing my yard, and I thought, that's cool. That's a dealer to keep. And so they worked with me on it. I decided, they said they could fix it, replace the engine, or repair it, probably replace it, I think they said. But I did some research, and Briggs & Stratton I thought, now let's look for something else. So I decided we'd do a trade. So we traded for a 225 52-inch Grasshopper, rear discharge. I decided to try rear discharge, and I like it. I've gotten used to it. I like it. You don't have to worry about windy days and the grass blowing back in your face. So I went that route. So I had that for, I forgot how many years, about 5 years maybe. And it did great. That was a good mower. I did swap out. The only thing about that mower, or any zero turn, is they are rough riding. And this area here is especially over where the septic system is, it's rough. It beats you to a pulp. So I did some more research and found the Grasshopper seats for these mowers, and I swapped it out, got a Grasshopper seat for that mower. And so like I said, I kept it for another year or two. I can't remember how long after the Grasshopper seat, maybe a year. And cleaning that mower was tough because I had to jack the mower up, crawl underneath it. I'm 72, and that's tough on me after a while. Age sucks, I know, but crawling underneath that mower is tough. And for some reason, that rear discharge, it had 3 blades. It had 4 blades. It had the 3 cutting blades, and then 1 blade in the center at the back, which is a spreading blade. It really collected grass. It caked up, and I had to clean it every time after a mowing. And I usually waited till the later on, because I was just tired, and after mowing I didn't want to get on the mower, so I usually waited. So I crawled on the mower and cleaned that every time. That got tiring and tough on the body. So I did some more research into front deck mounts, and as you see, this was the big selling point right here, that I can just raise that deck up, sit down on a stool, and scrape. And for some reason, this mower doesn't collect hardly any grass. And it's only 3 blades. It's got the 2 outside blades spin counterclockwise, and the center blade spins clockwise. One blade's different than the other one, it seems like. That may have something to do with, that's the spreading blade that slings the grass around. I don't know. There's science to it, aerodynamic junk. But anyway, that was the biggest selling point. And this is a rear discharge. I've gotten used to rear discharge. I like it. I don't have to worry about grass blowing in my face. If you mow thick grass, you may get some windrowing, which is rows of grass but it really doesn't. You just try not to let the grass get too tall. Grass doesn't, on the rear discharge, it doesn't cut the grass as fine. It cuts it larger and just spreads it. So I've gotten used to that. I like that. I don't like to mess. I can mow from either side. Going around a tree, so much easier, especially if you can mow from either side, or going anywhere you can mow from either side. I remember that snapper tractor going around a tree took, for forever just to go around, come out, go around, come out, go around. So that was one reason too why I decided to go with a zero turn. You do lose the ability to using one hand, but I've gotten where I can use one hand on this just to do a pass or two if I needed to. What else? Everything about this I like. one drawback. It's only got a 4-gallon tank. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I have to go back and get a little more gas to finish up, because this is 2.5 to 3 hour mowing job. But that's the only drawback. I don't have any other problems with this. I like the deck in the front. It's visible. It's like your old push mower where your deck's in front of you. Yeah, I like that part. And I like that I can go underneath bushes, as you saw in some of the samples, the areas I showed you that I mow, where the deck can push underneath it and you don't have to get in the bush. Everything else about it I like. Let it sit out here and dry out. I just thought I'd give you my last review on it. I've had a few other videos on it, but everything else I like about it. Grasshopper, which is made here in Kansas. Well worth it. So anyway, that's my review. I thought I'd share that. That's how I found the other mowers, is I got on YouTube and did some reviews, and being we got a YouTube channel, I thought I'd do this. So anyway, y'all take care, be safe, mow safe. Bye.